watching Good Day Columbus on Fox 28.
Coming up, got body aches? Are you sneezing? How do you know if you're suffering from spring allergies or COVID?
Yeah, we're going to break down the differences and whether you need to be tested. So all you need to know at 8:15. So stay with us.
Spring allergies are upon us, but are you sure you're dealing with allergies?
Well, we have plenty of questions, and all the answers is Dr. Andrew Dang with Premier Allergy and Asthma. He's joining us this morning on what you need to know. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so Doc, we need to know with spring, it's funny, a lot of people are already sneezing and they kind of are on edge because they don't know if it's allergies or coronavirus already. So how can you tell the difference?
Yeah, so with allergies, you typically get some cardinal symptoms like itchy, watery eyes, recurrent sneezing, postnasal drip. And one of the key things is actually the duration and the seasonality of allergies. So a lot of people have, like clockwork, every fall or every spring, they're having the same symptoms that last for weeks on end. Whereas with COVID, usually you have the duration of symptoms lasting like 7 to 25 days. You can have other symptoms like fevers, fatigue, muscle, body aches, diarrhea, and very unique to COVID is the pronounced loss of taste and smell, which with allergies, you don't really get that as much.
And why are allergies here, I guess, especially here in central Ohio, why are they so bad?
Good question. So Ohio is perfect with a combination of warmth, moisture, a lot of plants, a lot of trees, weeds, and grasses. And another interesting thing is the geography of Ohio. So we have a lot of flat land here, and then we have mountain ranges to the east of us. Wind likes to flow from west to east, and that can carry pollen, and it'll get blocked by a lot of those mountain ranges and settle right here in Ohio. So we're just kind of lucky in that sense to get all that pollen.
Lucky. Yeah, and there are so many, we're just seeing so many drugs that could kind of treat allergies. Is there one that you recommend that works every time, or it just depends?
Yeah, so there's a lot of over-the-counter medications for allergies. One of the first ones you should try is a 24-hour non-drowsy antihistamine. Examples of that include loratadine, cetirizine, brand names for those would be Claritin and Zyrtec, respectively. There's also fexofenadine and levocetirizine, which are Allegra and Xyzal, respectively. And then there's nasal steroid sprays that you could also add on top of that, including Flonase, Nasacort, Rhinocort, Nasonex. So that's your first line treatments for seasonal allergies. But if that's not enough, then you're looking at seeing an allergist for what we call allergen immunotherapy.
And so let's say, you know, we do come in and see a doctor. How do you figure out like what I may be allergic to? Can you talk and kind of walk us through, you know, what happens when we visit you in the office?
Exactly, yeah. So to do allergy testing, we actually take pollen extracts. We also get pet dander, mold, and dust mite extracts. We dilute that in a solution. We dip a blue plastic toothpick in that solution, take that and prick it onto the skin. And this is typically done on the back or on the forearm. We wait about 15 minutes, come back and take a look and see if there is a welt or a hive that shows up. We measure the diameter of that, and if it's large enough, we say it's a positive test. You likely have an allergy to that allergen.
Interesting. So is it right about now that you started to get a lot of phone calls?
Definitely. So spring season is tree pollen season. And this actually started in the beginning of February. We've had kind of wonky weather. It's been warm, cold. So the trees actually have been releasing their pollen a little bit sooner than decades ago. And so we're definitely getting a high volume of patients coming in with symptoms.
And so if that over-the-counter medication doesn't work, what's the next step for folks?
Yeah, so definitely coming in to see an allergist. So Premier Allergy and Asthma, of course, we do allergy testing. We also offer a treatment called allergen immunotherapy, what most people call allergy shots. Now, just to explain that a little bit, it's a way of fighting fire with fire. You're basically taking the allergens you're allergic to, you're creating a mixture out of it, and then you're injecting that into the body, but you're starting at a low dose and gradually increasing that dose over time to desensitize or induce tolerance to your allergies. It's a very effective treatment that if you're not having enough relief from the over-the-counter options, typically this treatment will give you the relief that you need.
Awesome. So how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can find us online at premierallergyohio.com. You can also call our offices, 614-328-9927 to set up an appointment. You can also get a referral from your primary doctor as well to come see us, and we can help take care of you.
All right. Well, I know you're a busy man. Thank you so much, Dr. Dang. We certainly do appreciate you coming in and letting us all know about seasonal allergies.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.